Hello everyone, my name is Aisha Sheth and my today's topic for video presentation is emergency provisions under the Indian Constitution. तो emergency क्या है? What is an emergency? The term emergency may be defined as a difficult situation arising suddenly and demanding immediate actions by the public authority under powers specially granted to them by the Constitution. The term emergency as a difficult situation, कोई भी अगर कंट्री में कोई डिफ़िकल्ट सिचुएशन अराइज होती है एकदम सडनली या फिर डिमांडिंग इमीडिएट एक्शन बाय द पब्लिक अथॉरिटीज़ अंडर पावर्स स्पेशली ग्रांटेड टू देम बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. The emergency provisions are contained in Part 18 of the Constitution from Article 352 to Article 360. The rationale behind the incorporation of these provisions in the Constitution is to safeguard the sovereignty, unity, integrity and security of the country, the democratic political system and the Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar claimed that the Indian Federation was unique in as much as in times of emergency, it could convert itself into an entirely unitary state. The Constitution of India stipulates three types of emergency. First is the national emergency, which is under Article 352. Second is state emergency, which is under Article 356. And third is financial emergency, which is contained under the Article 360 of our Indian Constitution. तो पहले हम समझते हैं national emergency, Article 352. If the President is satisfied that a grave emergency exists whereby the security of India or any part of the territory thereof is threatened due to the war, external aggression, armed rebellion, he may be proclaimed, make a declaration to that respect of the whole of the India or any part of India as may be specified. जो हमारी कंट्री के प्रेसिडेंट है उनको वो सेटिस्फाई होता है कि ग्रेव इमरजेंसी एग्जिस्ट वेबाय क्यों हमको इमरजेंसी लानी पड़ेगी, बिकॉज द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ इंडिया अवर स्टेट की सिक्योरिटी है उसकी वजह से हमको इमरजेंसी अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. और एनी पार्ट ऑफ टेरिटरी, होल इंडिया और एनी कोई स्पेसिफिक पार्ट ऑफ द इंडियन टेरिटरी thereof is threatened due to the war, external aggression and armed rebellion. President may be proclaimed, make a declaration to that respect of the whole of India or any part of India as may be specified. The proclamation of emergency made under clause 1 may be varied or revoked by the president in a subsequent proclamation. जो प्रेसिडेंट होता है उनको प्रोक्लेमेशन करना पड़ता है कि नहीं हमने ये इमरजेंसी की है, और उसके बाद अगर उनको वो रिवोक करना है तो उसके लिए उसको दूसरा जो प्रोक्लेमेशन होता है सब्सिक्वेंट प्रोक्लेमेशन है वो डिक्लेयर करना पड़ता है. द प्रेसिडेंट शैल नॉट इश्यू अ प्रोक्लेमेशन अंडर क्लॉज 1 अनलेस अ डिसीजन ऑफ द यूनियन कैबिनेट दैट सच अ प्रोक्लेमेशन मे बी इश्यूड हैज़ बीन कम्युनिकेटेड टू हिम इन अ राइटिंग. Such a proclamation may be made even before the actual occurrence of the event if the president is satisfied that there is imminent danger. अगर लगे कि कोई अटैक हुआ नहीं या फिर कोई डेंजर हुआ नहीं अभी तक, पर प्रेसिडेंट को लगे कि नहीं कोई डेंजर हो सकता है, तो उस बेसिस पे भी वो इमरजेंसी डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं. सो फार हाउ मेनी नेशनल इमरजेंसीज, कितने टाइप की नेशनल इमरजेंसीज हुई है अभी तक? देयर हैव बीन 3 प्रोक्लेमेशन ऑफ नेशनल इमरजेंसीज इन इंडिया. First is in 1962, the time of Chinese aggression. Second is in 1971, the wake of war with Pakistan. And third one is in 1975 on the grounds of internal disturbance. जैसे अभी कोविड का सिचुएशन चल रहा है तो यहाँ पे आपको पता है कि कोविड की जो सिचुएशन है उसके अंदर हमारी कंट्री में कौन सी इमरजेंसी आई थी. जो कोविड की वजह से जो लॉकडाउन हुआ था वो आएगा नेशनल इमरजेंसी में. उसके बाद है अप्रूवल एंड ड्यूरेशन ऑफ प्रोक्लेमेशन. Every proclamation is required to be laid before each house of the parliament and is to cease to operate at the expiration of 1 month from the date of the issue unless in the meantime which has been approved by the resolution of both the houses. The proclamation, if approved, may continue for 6 months at a time unless revoked by president earlier. जो कोई भी proclamation हुआ इमरजेंसी के लिए वो 6 मंथ के लिए कंटिन्यू में रहेगा. तब तक अगर उस 6 मंथ से पहले प्रेसिडेंट है जो रिवोक करना चाहे तो वो कर सकते हैं. Resolution approving the proclamation or its continuance have to be passed by either House of Parliament by a majority of the total membership and not less than 2/3 of those present and voting. A resolution approving the continuance of proclamation shall, unless revoked, continue in the force for a further period of 6 months from the date on which it would have otherwise have ceased to operate. The President shall revoke the proclamation if the Lok Sabha passes a declaration disapproving the proclamation. जो प्रेसिडेंट है उनको रिवोक भी कर सकते हैं वो प्रोक्लेमेशन को. क्यों? क्योंकि जो लोकसभा में है जो पास हुआ था डिक्लेरेशन उन्होंने वो डिसअप्रूव कर दिया है. उसके बाद है आफ्टर 44th अमेंडमेंट द वर्ड्स आर्म्ड रिबेलियन was substituted for internal disturbance. The clause 3 was added to Article 352 which state that the President shall declare emergency only on the written advice of the Cabinet. This was done after the case of Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narain. The proclamation has to be passed before both the House of Parliament and it will cease to operate at the expiration of 1 month. The 44th Amendment required a periodical review every 6 months of the proclamation by both the Houses of Parliament. The proclamation may be revoked by President by making a subsequent proclamation. Consequences of proclamation of emergency. Consequences है सेक्शन 353, सेक्शन 354 एंड आर्टिकल 353, आर्टिकल 354 एंड आर्टिकल 83 क्लॉज 2 में. पहले हम देखते हैं आर्टिकल 353. Though the state legislature and government are not suspended, the executive, legislative and financial powers rest in the center. The Union Parliament acquires the power to legislate on any subject included in the list. But such emergency legislation ceases to have any effect at the expiry of 6 months. The state can make a law, but it is subject to the overriding power of the Union Parliament. Article 354 क्या कहता है कि this article provides for acquisition of powers by the Union executives related to distribution of revenue. Article 83 clause 2. While the proclamation of emergency is in operation, life of Parliament can be extended by law for a period not exceeding 1 year and beyond a period of 6 months after the proclamation has ceased to operate. Article 358 है The freedoms guaranteed by Article 19 are automatically suspended after the proclamation of emergency. जो आर्टिकल 19 है वो ऑटोमेटिकली सस्पेंड हो जाएगी सभी के लिए आफ्टर द प्रोक्लेमेशन ऑफ इमरजेंसी. The state can make any law or take any execution action abriding or taking away the fundamental rights under Article 19. But any incompetent law will cease to have effect as soon as proclamation ceases to operate. However, if the emergency is declared under armed rebellion, freedoms under Article 19 will not be suspended. अगर जो इमरजेंसी हुई है वो डिक्लेयर हुई है आर्म्ड रिबेलियन के अंदर तो वहाँ पे जो आर्टिकल 19 के जो फंडामेंटल राइट्स है वो सस्पेंड नहीं होंगे. यह आया था 44th अमेंडमेंट में. ऑल्सो आर्टिकल 358 विल ओनली प्रोटेक्ट इमरजेंसी लॉज फ्रॉम बीइंग चैलेंज एंड नॉट अदर लॉज. ठीक है. आर्टिकल 359 है कि ड्यूरिंग द प्रोक्लेमेशन ऑफ इमरजेंसी द प्रेसिडेंट मे बाय ऑर्डर डिक्लेयर दैट राइट टू मूव एनी कोर्ट फॉर द इन्फोर्समेंट ऑफ राइट conferred by Part 3 except Article 20 and 21 or all proceedings pending in the court for a period not exceeding the proclamation. ये हो गया हमारा नेशनल इमरजेंसी. अब हम समझते हैं स्टेट इमरजेंसी. स्टेट इमरजेंसी है आर्टिकल 356 में. Article 355 imposes a duty on the center to ensure that the government of every state is carried out in accordance with the provisions of the constitution. तो 355 क्या कहता है कि जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है उसको ये देखना होता है कि जो एवरी स्टेट है वो कैरिड आउट इन द अकॉर्डेंस वो चल रहा है वो प्रोविजंस ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के हिसाब से वो सब कुछ कर रहा है. इट इज़ दिस ड्यूटी इन द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ विच द सेंटर टेक ओवर द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ अ स्टेट अंडर आर्टिकल 356 in case of failure of constitutional machinery in state. This is popularly known as President's Rule. Article 356 says that if the President on receipt of a report from the Governor of a state or otherwise is satisfied that a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution, he may issue a proclamation. Article 365 says that whenever a state fails to comply with or to give effect to any direction from the center, it will be lawful for the President to hold that a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution. A proclamation imposing President's rule must be approved by both the Houses of Parliament within 2 months from the date of its issue. If approved by both the Houses of Parliament, the President's rules continues for 6 months. It can be extended for a maximum period of 3 years, 7, with the approval of the Parliament every 6 months. Every resolution approving the proclamation of President's rule or its contribution can be passed by either House of Parliament only by a simple majority. फिर देखते हैं फाइनेंशियल इमरजेंसी लास्ट आर्टिकल 360. The President is authorized by Article 360 to declare by proclamation financial emergency if he is satisfied that the financial ability of financial stability or credit of India or any part of its character is threatened. It has to laid before both the Houses of Parliament and cease to operate at the expiration of 2 months unless approved by the resolution of 2 houses. Once approved, it may continue identically until revoked or varied. During the operation of financial emergency, the executive authority of the Union extends to the giving of directions to any state to observe a certain financial property or any directions deemed necessary. These directions may include reduction of salaries or allowances of all those serving a state and reserving for the President's consideration all money bills and other bills under Article 207 after these are passed by the state legislature. The President may also direct reduction in salaries of all those serving in the connection with the affairs of Union, including the judges of the Supreme Court and High Court. अगर फाइनेंशियल इमरजेंसी आती है तो जो सबकी सैलरीज होती है वो थोड़ी थोड़ी कम हो जाती है, इंक्लूडिंग द जजेस ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड द हाई कोर्ट. देयर हैज़ बिन नो ओकेजन फॉर द प्रोमulgation ऑफ फाइनेंशियल इमरजेंसी इन इंडिया. थैंक यू.